Meeting call to order, please. Pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Have a seat. Citizen input to the agenda item only. Here none, please.
Number 4, motion is needed to approve and dispense with the reading of the minutes of the Commissioners' public meeting held on September 1st, 2015, and the special meeting held on September 21st, 2015.
So moved.
Second. On the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carried.
A motion is needed to pay all county and liquid fuels payrolls as submitted by the Finance Office for payroll number 19 in the amount of $660,366.26 and payroll number 20 in the amount of $669,910.16.
So moved.
Second. On the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carried.
A motion is needed to pay all county and liquid fuels bills as submitted by the County Controller in the amount of $5,660,578.08 from August 29th to October 2nd, 2015.
So moved.
Second. On the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carried. All done. For the record, for the public, for the people of Northumberland County, we had bought a $5 million, right, Chris? $5 million to function county government because we did not receive any money from the state. So we had to go borrow money to put into the fund to the end of the year. So I understand that tomorrow is a vote in Harrisburg. I hope they come to a conclusion to pass the budget, because we need the money. We cannot function without the money. So we in the thin ice. Okay. Thank you.
Following announcements. The Courthouse Administration Center and related county facilities will be closed on Monday, October 12th in the observance of Columbus Day, Tuesday, November 3rd in observance of Election Day, and Wednesday, November 11th in observance of Veterans Day. And the next regularly scheduled meeting of the Board of Commissioners will be held on Tuesday, November 10th. Northumberland County Area Agency on Aging is offering a Medicare seminar on Thursday, October 15th at 10 a.m. at the agency's conference room, 322 North 2nd Street, Sunbury. A motion is needed authorizing permission to advertise for the following. Bid request for supply and delivery of home heating oil for various county buildings on behalf of the county engineer.
So moved.
Second. On the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carried.
A motion is needed to accept the resignation of Michael A. Erdley from the Northumberland County Conservation District Board of Directors effective December 31st, 2015.
So moved.
On the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carried.
Number 10, a motion is needed authorizing the proper officials to sign the Hazardous Materials and Emergency Response Preparedness Report for calendar year 2014 as submitted by the Department of Public Safety.
So moved.
Second. On the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carried.
A motion is needed authorizing the Commissioners to sign the monthly fiscal status report for the Low Income Home Energy Assistance Program, LIHEAP Standard, for the month of July as submitted by the Weatherization Department.
Oh, this is the LIHEAP standard. Okay, so I'll make the motion.
What I do not want to support the Weatherization Council. Can you give me advice, please? I do not vote for anything at the Weatherization because they're not talking to me. I don't know what they're doing, and I'm not voting for anything at the Weatherization.
All right, that sounds like a question. You can do it. You can vote as you please.
But I'm voting no on this issue, but we're gonna get in trouble with the court.
You're not going to approve. Go to executive session. Yeah, if you want to talk about this, I'd rather go to executive.
Okay, we need to go into executive session for 2 minutes. So.
They are.
in order to function, pay $5 million grant.
Looking at something else.
Where are we at? We are right at
Deliberating about.
number 11, the weatherization.
Maybe that was a
Light
special
thing.
That was a special meeting.
Yeah.
That was a special meeting.
So if they don't sign that, is that, and then they don't get.
I don't know, but it was a special.
Okay, but that's what it was, the grant, to pay bills to the end of the year.
Well, yeah.
And he told me to write it all back.
Yeah, they will get that money back.
Right.
Yeah, it's a light one, yeah.
I know. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's the, you know,
Energy assistance
Yeah.
for the people that need it.
It's low income.
yeah, light heat.
Let's see, there's the standard prices.
This is
This is the
standard.
standard.
It's not like an emergency one, like.
Well, they didn't, I don't know. Once it crashes, like somebody's price.
Yeah, you have to go
That's
out and
prices,
fix it.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't, since it's running through weatherization, I don't know, it's gotta be something to make the home more weather.
The public meeting. Just got two that meeting that Ron goes to, the safety committee is here at 2. That's it.
Okay, Chris wants it at 11.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we'll put you this one. Yeah, this Friday. Yeah.
Okay, meeting will continue. We had an executive session. We discussed a matter. Mr. Brady make a motion for the, what's that motion? The light heat program for weatherization. I'm not second the motion because I did not see the number. I did not review nothing. They're not talking to me, so I don't have no right to know. I don't have no way to know if the number they're right or wrong, so I'm not second the motion, so it lacks, it died for second. It lacked a second, okay? Died the motion. Continue.
A motion is needed to accept the proposal from Emergitech Incorporated in the amount of $67,813.60, which is 100% reimbursable for the annual maintenance and support of the 911 Center Computer-Aided Dispatch System, CAD, and the integrated mapping software as submitted by Public Safety.
Before I second, where that money come from?
Come from public safety.
Public safety.
Public Safety, yeah.
The government. Okay, I second the motion and the question. All those in favor say aye. Aye, motion carried.
A motion is needed to accept the following proposals from Apex for the new prison site. Proposal for supplemental soil sampling in the amount of $23,700, and proposal for the filter sock installation in the amount of $33,250.
Second on the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye, motion carried. This is for the prison project to continue to go forwards to build the prison.
A motion is needed to approve the advertisement for the Northumberland County Board of Revisions appeals hearings that were held on Wednesday, September 30th and Thursday, October 1st, 2015, and this is a ratification.
Second on the questions, all those in favor say aye. Aye, motion carried.
A motion is needed authorizing the commissioners to sign the State Tax Equalization Board voucher form for transfers of real estate for the months of August and September as submitted by the Assessment Department.
Second on the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye, motion carried.
A motion is needed acknowledging receipt of the following reports listed as items 16A through C on your public meeting agenda.
On the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye, motion carried.
A A motion is needed to accept a proposal from the Wyoming Valley Flood Mitigation Board in the amount of $3,200 in funds and $2,000 for in-kind services for the updated Susquehanna River Flood Inundation Mapping Interagency Project.
And a question, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carried.
A motion is needed to appoint Emmanuel Giorgini to the position of Behavioral Health Unit Director, MH Program Specialist 2, effective October 9, 2015.
So moved.
And a question, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carried.
A motion is needed to accept the proposal in the amount of $10,626 from Michael Baker International for additional services beyond the scope of work for the Progress Road Reconstruction Project as submitted by the Planning Department.
So moved.
Second. Question, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carried.
And just an FYI, those funds are actually covered by a grant. It's not, the bids came in well beneath the total amount, and there was enough left over to cover that. And if we could just back up quickly, I want to congratulate Manny and thank Judy for her tremendous years of service and love and compassion that she shares throughout everyone in the county and everyone she meets. So,
Same here.
That position, just for the record, was not my position, it's her position. It was vacated.
Judah, we love you, no matter what you say.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Item number 20, a motion is needed authorizing the chairman to sign the Northumberland County Federal Fiscal Year 2013 Community Development Block Grant Budget Modification for 8 projects for contract number C000057655 as submitted by the Planning Department.
So moved.
Second. Question, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried.
A motion is needed authorizing the chairman to sign the Northumberland County Federal Fiscal Year 2014 Community Development Block Grant Budget Modification for 4 projects for contract number C000061159 as submitted by the Planning Department.
So moved.
Second. And the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carried.
A motion is needed to approve the list of individuals no longer employed and new hires for Northumberland County as submitted by the Human Resource Department.
I'm going to second this for right now, but I'm going to ask for an executive session. Okay? Take 2 minutes.
Executive session again.
executive session, it was for litigation, and the second executive session, it was for personnel matter we cannot discuss. All right, Mr. Press, you have nothing to go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, there was a motion and a second. We need a vote.
Yeah, I second the motion. On the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye, motion carried.
A motion is needed authorizing the Commissioners to sign Amendment Number 1 to the project modification request from the Pennsylvania Commission on Crime and Delinquency in the amount of $13,186 for the Victim Witness Services Program, Subgrant 2015 VSST 25555 for project period January 1st, 2015 to December 31st, 2016, as submitted by the Northumberland County District Attorney.
Second. Question, those in favor say aye. Aye, motion carried.
A motion is needed authorizing travel requests and attendance at the following workshops, seminars, as in accordance with the county's personal manual travel reimbursement policy, listed as items 24A through E on your public meeting agenda.
So moved.
Second on the question, those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carried.
A motion is needed to adopt the following honorary letters. Wedding anniversaries. Mr. and Mrs. Gerald Wascavage, Coltmont, 50th wedding anniversary. Mr. and Mrs. Jim Gordon, Sunbury, 55th wedding anniversary. Mr. and Mrs. James Moore, Watsontown, 65th wedding anniversary. And Dr. and Mrs. Robert Dix, Milton, 70th wedding anniversary.
So moved.
And the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye, motion carried. Solicitor report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Motion to adopt ordinance 0315 as presented by the Solicitor, ordinance for a employment incentive tax reimbursement program. The intent of this is to adopt an ordinance that was properly advertised according to law.
Second on the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye, motion carried.
Motion to adopt resolution R106-15 as presented by the Solicitor, resolution of the Northumberland County Commissioners on behalf of the Planning Department appointing Kathy Jeremiah as the Environmental Review Officer for the county's Community Development Block Grant Home Program, Emergency Shelter Grant Program, and other U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development funded grant programs.
Second on the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye, motion carried.
Motion to adopt resolution R107-15 as presented by the Solicitor, service agreement between the Board of Commissioners on behalf of the Department of Information Services and Pentella Data for Internet service at the courthouse to be used by county employees and or the public.
So moved.
Second on the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye, motion carried.
Motion to adopt resolution R108-15 as presented by the Solicitor, grant agreement between Northumberland County and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania acting through the Department of Transportation for reimbursement of the replacement of Northumberland County Bridge number 50 located in Ralph Township.
So moved.
Second on the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye, motion carried.
Motion to adopt resolution R109-15 as presented by the Solicitor, renewal of services agreement between the Northumberland County Commissioners and the Commonwealth Security of Sunbury for maintenance service of 2 security systems at various county buildings.
So moved.
Second on the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye, motion carried.
Motion to adopt resolution R110-15 as presented by the Solicitor, grant agreement between the Northumberland County Commissioners on behalf of the Department of Public Safety and the Pennsylvania Emergency Management Agency, PEMA, for state fiscal year 2015-16 for the Radiation Emergency Response Fund, RERF.
So moved.
Second on the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye, motion carried.
Motion to adopt resolution R111-15 as presented by the Solicitor, resolution granting the CEDACOG program chief or manager permission to execute a list of documents associated with the CDBG entitlement and competitive grant programs.
Second on the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye, motion carried.
Motion to adopt resolution R112-15 as presented by the Solicitor, service agreement between the Northumberland County Commissioners and Mid-American Energy Company for electric services at county facilities.
Second on the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye, motion carried.
Motion to adopt resolution R113-15 as presented by the Solicitor, cooperative agreement between the Northumberland County Commissioners on behalf of the Northumberland County District Attorney's Office and the Northumberland County Court of Common Pleas Domestic Relations Section under Title 4D for the general purpose of improving the effectiveness of child support enforcement program.
Second on the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye, motion carried.
Motion to adopt Resolution R114-15 as presented by the Solicitor. Resolution of the Northumberland County Commissioners authorizing the Treasurer's Office to serve as acting tax collector for local municipalities who enact properly executed resolutions requesting the Treasurer to serve as acting tax collector.
So moved.
Second. On the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carried.
Motion to adopt Resolution R115-15 as presented by the Solicitor. Agreement between the Northumberland County Commissioners on behalf of the Planning Department and Patrick Mack for consulting services.
So moved.
Second. On the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carried.
Motion to adopt Resolution R116-15 as presented by the Solicitor. Agreement between the Northumberland County Commissioners on behalf of the Tax Claim Bureau and Jan Nestico for consulting services.
So moved.
Second. On the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carried.
Motion to
I
adopt.
want to thank, if I could just quickly, I want to thank both of them for their service, and I want to thank Jan as well. She actually offered to donate her time to the department, which we found out is illegal in government, but only in government, I guess. But I want to thank both of them for their service.
Motion to adopt Resolution R117-15 as presented by the Solicitor. Campus Maintenance Equipment Donation Agreement between the County of Northumberland and Penn Homes Incorporated.
So moved.
Second. On the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carried.
Motion to adopt Resolution R118-15 as presented by the Solicitor. Commissioner's budget amendments as listed.
So moved.
Second. On the question, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Motion to adopt Resolution R119-15 as presented by the Solicitor. Agreements, amendments, revisions, grants, leases, and reports between the Northumberland County Commissioners on behalf of the Human, Senior, and Social Services and the following service providers as listed. Numbers 1 through 27. The above agreements, amendments, revisions, grants, leases, and reports are not with county employees, nor does their organizational contract list county employees as principals in their corporation or on their board of directors.
So moved.
Second. On the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carried. Old business.
I have one thing, Mr. Chairman, under old business, with the RCAA Health Services, with Mr. Catino, Mr. Fiddler, and Don Bertone. I want to, they brought to me their plan. They've now been in our prison and counseling people and they've been doing it free of charge. It's a program that I really believe in. There's a lot more talk out there these days about addiction, counseling, mental health issues, things that really people shouldn't be incarcerated to a great extent. Others do have those along with the criminal element to them, but we're going to try to change that revolving door if we can, or at least put a doorstop in it at some point here. So with that said, they showed me what their budget was, and I believe it's right around $7,000. So I'd like to make a motion to award them the first county contract to help with our inmates.
First, before I second this, do they have any 501c?
Yes,
for the federal government?
Yeah, they're registered 501c3 nonprofit organization as an advocate only, so that the licenses isn't something that's necessary.
And the warden is okay with this?
I believe so, yes. He's been working with...
Are you guys okay with that? Okay, I second the motion. How much? 7,500?
7,000.
7,000, okay. I second the motion. And the question, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Anything else under old business? Under new business?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, you want to do that? Okay, then I'll come after you.
Motion to request pursuant to 72 Pennsylvania Statute 5860.703B. The County of Northumberland issue a written request to the Northumberland County Tax Claim Bureau pursuant to 72 Pennsylvania Statute 5860.703B, requesting that the Bureau offer to sell at private tax sale the surface only of lots 1 and 2 located in the Township of Cole, County of Northumberland, and within the Shamokin Area School District, being a portion of parcels 020-00-066-003 and 00H-00-075-024 and consisting of 100.5 total acres of unimproved lands to Diamond Development Incorporated in exchange for the surface only of tax parcel 00H000076032, consisting of 100.5 acres of unimproved coal lands owned by Diamond Development Incorporated. The sale shall be contingent upon the execution of an agreement of sale between the Tax Claim Bureau and Diamond Development Incorporated, and substantially the form is attached here too, setting forth the conditions of the sale.
So moved.
Second. Question, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carried.
Motion to retain the services of real appraisal and marketing associates for the purpose of conducting a market comparison of the values of the surface only of lots 1 and 2 located in the Township of Cole, County of Northumberland, and Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and within the Shamokin Area School District, being a portion of tax parcels 020-00-066-003 and 00H-00-075-024, and consisting of 100.5 total acres, and the surface only of tax parcel 00H-00-076-032, consisting of 100.5 acres of unimproved coal lands owned by Diamond Development Incorporated.
So moved.
Second. On the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carried. Done?
Yep.
Okay, I have something to announce today. We just received the audit, correct? You didn't give it out to the press yet? Okay. You want me to say or not? Okay, we just received the audit in 2014. Okay, for the record, because I'm leaving the office at the end of the year. For the record, again, we have approximately $500,000 in surplus. So I'm leaving the county with money in the bag. We just don't want a new board of commission comes in and they raise tax for their buddy or create a job and say, oh, we got to raise because the old board of commission did this, so we don't do the old board of commission did that. Just want to make sure. Okay, Mr. Grayson, confirm my number.
For 2014,
2014.
our general fund revenues over expenses were
Yeah,
400.
because you have to wait a year to get the year before. So that money going to this year, 2015. So I expect to have a surplus at the end of 2015.
Exactly, 491,909.
Okay, that's approximately $500.
And I want to thank a lot of the department heads, because I think we were about 1.6 off the budget.
This is general fund money.
This is general
Yeah.
fund.
This is general fund money only.
But off the total budget, they did a really good job of staying within their budget. Also, the revenues this year did show a nice swing up, tick upward, which was good. I know a few of the departments were still low, but
Okay.
there were a few that really did good, did well, and I want to thank them.
Okay. I also want to put in the record, and I hope the press will put in the record. In 2008, when I come in office, the budget was $95 million. Today, it's $64 million. Also, when I come in office in 2008, we had 886 employees. Today, we have 503. The total severance between the payroll and insurance, that's $11.2 million per year. I want it on the record, please.
Yeah, and as well, the nice thing is they did increase our outlook. Standard & Poor's last year, after last year's audit, 2013, and they said that if we showed another surplus at the end of 2014, that they would increase our credit rating, which is the first time in about a quarter decade that that's ever been done here in the county. So, it should increase our credit rating, which, on the contrary, should we have not made some of the difficult cuts that we did, our credit rating could have been downgraded, at which point our bond rates could have doubled.
Okay. Also, I want in the record, ladies and gentlemen, the press, I want in the record, the last 4 years, we work every day to do what's best for the people in Northumberland County, and today the shows the number, and Mr. Shaka did a zero. He didn't do nothing. He created a hardship in this county every day for the other two board of commission. Okay, I just wanted that in the record. And thank you very much. I'm done. Anything else under new business? Anything else under public input? Anything? Public input? None? Motion to adjourn. So move. This is best. You want to see me, right? Okay.